Hi guys, DistractTV.com. Distract TV are joined by Two Legs. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, really good actually. We were talking about this earlier on, but I came across you via one of our key contacts. Your music is great. We really like it. It's quite fresh. It's quite new, and the sound of it is quite nice. Where did you kind of grow up listening to this sort of stuff? How did you get into the music scene itself?
Well, it's always been something that I've wanted to do and get involved in, since I was really young, mega young. I guess I don't know. When I was like 8, I just remember I was really into pop music, and then when I got older, I was into hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, I just progressed, and then I got into bands when I was maybe 11. Started in a punk band and an indie band.
So were you like a Blink 182 fan, or was it kind of before then?
Yeah. I was big into Blink and Green Day and all that.
Okay. Your sound is primarily elements of electro, bit of house, but quite vocal, right? Do you sing across all of your tracks?
Yeah, most of them. So apart from the Quicksand tune which came out, that was Katie and I who sung on that.
Okay.
And then I've been working with a female vocalist called Samantha Drobig as well. So she featured in the last EP and the current EP, Vermod. And I'm working with a really exciting artist.
Any exclusives?
Yeah, this girl, she's a friend of mine called Paige, and she's starting up her own stuff now. She's called Orchid. Mega talented girl, and she played with me at my EP launch a couple of weeks ago, and we're doing a few things together now.
Is there any artists that you would like to work with out there at the moment? Obviously, I was going to name drop One Direction, but they've been done now, they've gone. Is there anyone out there that you would want to work with, for example, Disclosure? Would you like to join up with them? Is there anyone out there who think, you know what, this would be an epic collaboration?
Yeah, I mean, there's always the dreams. Obviously, yeah, I mean, sure, just the Disclosure would be cool. I guess my dream would be David August.
Okay,
who's,
interesting.
Who's making waves at the moment, and has been doing for the past 5 or 6 years. He was the first house act I got into, and the stuff he's doing now is incredible, with orchestras and he wrote He's just doing some crazy shit, and it'd be great to get involved.
In terms of your music making process, how does it begin for you? Are you on the train and you hear a sound, and you're like, oh my god, this is sick, I'm going to write it down, or do you record stuff separately? How do you kind of compose and put together your tracks?
So it varies really. Sometimes I'll just have right, I really want to make a moody song. And
Right.
I'll just sit down and go for that.
Yeah.
But in terms of melodies usually come when I'm out and about. So I've got thousands of voice memos. And they'll come whenever, and I just have to try and record them without looking like a bit of a lunatic.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's usually that, and then I'll sort of take it back and and try and sort of make it into something more tangible.
Is there anywhere you go, or anywhere you look to, for example, abroad, that you think, oh, this sounds quite cool, like Brazil, or is there any international locations that you think, this sounds quite cool, or do you kind of keep it quite UK for the sounds that you look to, inspiration-wise?
It's interesting. I guess a lot of it, and I guess it's quite stereotyping a bit, but a lot of German acts in terms of the techno that I'm into.
Okay.
Sort of DJ Cozy, Recondite, and I also mentioned David August. Also Iceland, big time. I went to Iceland a couple of months ago, and yeah, just really impressed with the sort of intimate vibe they've got going on there. I'm getting really into Asgear.
Okay.
And they seem like they've got some pretty talented acts coming up.
You've name dropped some really cool people. Is there anyone that you're ashamed of? Were you ever into the Spice Girls or anyone like that? Consider you're name dropping all these people that are quite cool, to be fair.
I only mentioned the cool ones.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Drake's cool anymore, or
He's on the cusp. He's alright.
I don't know, but I'm big into Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really popular.
Yeah.
I mean, people love him.
Yeah, he's popular, but is he cool? I don't really know. I thought he was, but I'm starting to sort of dislike him a bit as a person.
Interesting.
But I do really like his music.
Yeah, he's clever. He's very great. He's a great composer. He knows what he's doing. He knows what people like and what's catchy.
Yeah, exactly. He's got some. I mean, 40 as well. His producer is behind him. And he's obviously incredibly talented.
Great team.
Yeah.
Just a couple of fire round, easy, quick questions for you. So, if you could get anyone to play you in a movie, a biopic of your life, who would it be?
Woody Allen.
Okay. And who would play your parents?
I don't know.
Countdown begins.
I'm really poor on like names of actors. David Brent would be quite a funny dad. And I guess my mum, Susan Boyle.
Okay,
That would
that's
make
controversial.
They'd make a really funny couple.
That would be pretty funny. At home, describe your fridge to us. What have you got in there?
Fridge.
We're gonna find out what sort of eater you are.
Right. It's usually got sort of like half a tin of baked beans that I sort of say I'm gonna eat and never do. Probably some bread. There's some sweet chili sauce that's been there, but basically untouched. For the past
It's a pretty
2 years.
student-esque, basically.
Yeah, I'm still sort of coming out of that.
Okay.
Like, I do cook some nice things, but like, I don't know.
That's basically what's in there.
Staples.
It's fine, it happens. There's still time for improvement. Waitrose, if you're listening. The final question is 2 legs. So where did that come from? Because we were just like, 2 legs, is that actually a thing? Like, quite original, but it's just something we thought we should ask this.
Yeah, sure. So it was, I guess your guess is as good as mine in how the original inspiration came about, but like, it was like the first week or so of uni, and I've never had a nickname before in my life, and I was like making friends and stuff, and like someone just started calling me Timmy Two Legs, and yeah, and then literally everyone started calling it me, and now like my nickname is like, I don't know, like Timmy Two or Two Legs, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I may as well use that as my band name.
Do you think you're going to do a Prince later on in your life and drop and just go for like an acronym? Is that going to happen? We can get an exclusive now before it happens.
Well, I'm not sure.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Bro,
Keep it in suspense.
keep the suspense.